say about that time. Lag out. It's time to get trapped back, jump and get shit back, poppin', ho, poppin', ho. I show you suck a nigga how I go. I show you how to move a lot of blow. Niggas say they lie, but they lie. So it's time to get trapped back, jump and get shit back, poppin', bitch. Hey, who that say I'm not the shit? Hey, really, who you know and how to do it? Seriously, I show you how to do it.
We're committed to making sure that we're in the community. You know, I really want to commend you ladies and all the kids here for being strong. I came from a single mother home as well, so I know what it is that y'all going through those hard times. I still made it out. I grew up in North Jersey. I grew up poor. We grew up poor. I went to college. I got an education, and I'm on the way. That you can definitely achieve your dreams. It doesn't matter what happens. I know it's the Christmas season. I know you guys, you know, are kind of feeling it right now, but just remember that the most important thing, and this is the thing that I've learned throughout my life, is family. And all of y'all are family. I'm really happy today because we're gonna give you a real Christmas present, y'all. You are gonna ball out when you hear who is here, okay? So right now, I want to show you, and let me finish, because it's, you know, it's a whole phrase. It's not just one person, okay? I want y'all to show your love to DeSean Jackson for the Mina. We got some stuff to give away to you guys for Christmas, all right?
In that stash spot, put that rental car on that slab, hit that highway for about 5 days, then come back and get cash.
T.I, I love this album. Give it up for T.I.'s 8th studio album. This album is amazing. I even cried. I'm gonna be honest.
You cried?
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Who's Phil?
Phil is he's my partner, man, who we got into it in Cincinnati, and we got into an exchange, a gunfight with some cats, and you know he didn't make it.
There's a song on here where you talk about him, and I think you're talking to your dad. It's called Wonderful Life.
Well, actually, it's them talking to me.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it really touched me. That's what made me start bawling.
Yeah, that song too. It kind of touched me. It touched me. You know what I'm saying? It to do it. You know, to even lay those verses. You know what I'm saying? That and the third verse where I'm talking back to them. You know what I'm saying? That's you know what I'm saying? That's real.
Yeah.
Emotionally connecting. You know, just it's a lot going on with that. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't really speak publicly about a lot of stuff that I feel. When it comes to you know what I'm saying, just my masculinity, and you know, I keep my bravado in full swing, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I kind of got touched a little bit too. I didn't cry, like literally.
I cried. No, well, I cried because my dad passed away, and a lot of the what you were rapping about really touched me because that's how I felt. So I felt a connection to you when I was listening. So I really started bawling. T.I, you really have some bangers on here.
Thank you.
Like Trap Back Jumpin', Ball, Go and Get It. These are bangers.
Thank
like
you.
I was riding through the hood yesterday bumping these.
That's what's up.
I wanted to know who made the decision as to what music we heard from you first, because first you put out Love This Life and then Flexin', but they're not even on this, and Love This Life is on the deluxe version, but I was just curious as to who made the decisions on putting those songs out first.
Me. That was me mostly. I think Flexin' was the first song I recorded as soon as I got in the studio, so I just wanted that. I wanted to put that out because that's just I felt like that was appropriate for that moment in time, and that was me. That was my way of showing people, okay, this is what you will be seeing from me more so in the near future. And let's see here. I think Love This Life.
Yeah.
I heard it and I felt something when I heard it. I liked it, you know what I'm saying? So against the better judgment of many of my respected peers around me within the company, within my company, they, you know what I'm saying, I still, you know what I'm saying, I followed my gut and I put it out. Now, it did not receive the success that I would have hoped. However, and that's because I felt like I had not. I think it's a few reasons. I think one, because my restrictions, my travel restrictions, probation-wise, it didn't allow me to come and sit down here with you guys in Philly, or go to D.C., or come to New York, or go to L.A., or go to Chicago, D.C., Detroit, or Houston, or Dallas, and just, really, properly promote my music the way I always have.
You're a boss, clearly, because you over here talking about how involved you are in your clothing line. You have your own label, Grand Hustle.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people on the label like B.O.B.
Yep.
Extremely successful. You have the OMG Girls on a division on your label. Again, so successful. You got Iggy, who you just signed. She's mean with it. She's a rapper, which I like that you are, trying to bring back the women rap. Also, I was wondering.
I'm listening.
When is this album coming between you and B.O.B.?
Well, we working on it. We got several songs, man. We do songs all the time, man. But I think what we gonna do is we gonna put together a Hustle Gang album.
Really?
A Hustle Gang compilation album. And try and put that out, man. Sometime in 2013.
T.I, when you were in jail, right? I know you don't like to go back there, but what kind of guy are you? Are you like reading the Bible and learning and that kind of guy? Or are you sitting there like watching porn and doing that? Like what kind of guy is T.I in jail?
I did a little bit of everything, man. I did a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? I read the Bible probably more than I ever have. I read a lot. I read a lot of books. I read The Alchemist. I read Man, Child of a Promised Land. I read Left Behind. I read Decoded. I read a lot of stuff, man. A lot of James Patterson, Alex Cross novels. And I played poker a lot. I played handball, coached softball. I taught a class.
Wow.
I did a lot. I did a lot of stuff, man. You know what I mean? I ain't watch TV unless sports was on.
Right.
I did a lot of stuff. So I can't really say I'm the same, but I'm the same cat. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same guy.
Yeah. I recall you saying if there would ever be another King of the South, it would be you who would crown them.
Yeah, that's true.
Are there any potential King of the South candidates at this point?
Yes, there are.
And
yes,
they are?
I'm not saying. I'm not saying, because that's just going to cause a bunch of whirlwind and dust kicked up and propaganda and nonsense. So, you know what I mean? I'm just going to sit back quietly and observe.
You're a very strategic dude.
I mean, I'm just.
He's a boss.
Yeah.
He's a king.
I'm gonna sit back and observe, man. I'm gonna see what they doing.
What do you think of Trinidad James?
I mean, I like his song, man. I think he.
You don't like him?
I think he found a proper way to market himself to an audience that would generally probably not, pay attention to an artist like
Absolutely right.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he found a way to make himself interesting.
Right.
He found a way to make himself a conversation piece. And for that, if only for that, you must accredit him. You know what I'm saying? Because he just went and got $2 million check.
Right, from Def Jam.
And I mean, you know what I'm saying? He was working at a sneaker store.
Yeah.
And he just started rapping 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And that's how you
Less
know.
than a year, yeah.
And that's how you know he just really kicking it like he kick it. He just telling telling it from his vantage point, his view of whatever his world is. You know what I mean? You can't get that good and come up with a strategy to just, trick people in that amount of time. That don't just happen. So he's just being honest, and I think he's doing him. So I salute his success. I salute the success of damn near anybody, man. As long as it keep them from breaking in my house. You know what I mean? So I want them to keep doing well.